synthetics. They do not care about humanity. Their thing is about logic, and they are basically what the machine empire was in the Matrix, which is like humans
Okay.
are a plague. Y'all are a virus.
Tony, I get it. Hey, what's up, Mr. Rashad Antonio? We are the MC. I'm sorry, man. We are the Upon Further Review. Different pod. Anyway, today talking about another awesome episode of Alien Earth, episode 6, The Fly. All spoilers. And I just want to talk about like one thing off top, and that is the sheer disrespect of vocabulary. When I
you
mean,
you dirty feet, mother. You your
yeah,
feet.
yeah,
Yo
yeah, man.
yo dirty feet. Oh, go ahead,
You sure? All
Rashad.
right. Because he came in that meeting, man, and I just wanted to say, like, even in the year 2130, you have a lady that is a trillionaire, and misogyny is still so strong
hmm
because the mediator, the arbitrator,
hmm
did not give a damn about Utani.
No,
Clearly.
no.
Boy came in there. He came in there strutting the stuff, something like your grandpa used to like a peacock. Sat down, put his feet on a table, had his legs in a V. You know what I'm saying? Just man spread it while he was sitting down, which is a crazy thing to do. But he did it. And Tony, he was playing with his toes and
hmm
picking at his feet during the meeting.
Let's also talk about his attire as well. This man came in there with some sleep pants on. I'm pretty sure a t-shirt and a house robe. Barefoot. My man was barefoot, and when he cocked his feet, he put them feet up on the table. Like I just said it just a minute ago. I said, "No, this mofo does not have his dirty ass feet up on this table at this meeting." And like you said, he had his legs like up, like you said, a V shape. Like what is going on
Yeah.
here? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Miss Utani, she dressed to the nines. Because this is an important business meeting. They're negotiating, you know what I'm saying, a peaceful transition of the items on the what how you pronounce this ship, the minot, the midget, migot. I don't
I know it's not midget.
whatever. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to say it like that. I meant Mignot, the
Yeah, yeah,
Mignot,
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
the
yeah,
ship.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, say a peaceful transition of the ship, and then like this person, I guess, who's like the mediator of the five, because we all know in this show we have the five corporations that basically run planet Earth and half the solar system in our galaxy. And you was just like, and like you said, he act like he ain't want to be there. He was like, all right. He was just like, hey, let's get this over with or whatever. And Utani basically was like, look here, yo, that's my that's my stuff, that's my ship and everything. I'm sorry it crash land onto your city. I want my stuff back. And Boy Cavalier goes completely rogue. He's a smart kid. That's one thing you can say. He's very smart. He used
Yeah.
things very. I will never say. I will never say intellectually he's an idiot. He's an idiot for other reasons. You know, say personality trait wise, he's an idiot. He starts talking that good stuff and was like, "Eh." He was like, "Hey, how do I know this wasn't an act of war against my, what I'm saying, my city and my company or whatever like that?" And she's like, "Look," "I just want this my research stuff." And he was like, "Hey, how do I know your captain wasn't a drunk?" He just starts using all this legal, like just legal hypotheticals to come up. And then he was like, "Hey, let's be real here. You really want this ship back for the alien, what I'm saying, cargo that's up there." And he's like, "We have no idea what it would do here on this planet or anything. We're quarantined and stuff." And she's like, "All right, look here, I'll give you, he was like, hey, 20 billion, I'll give you your dago, I'll give you your stuff back. That is just crazy that they're just yelling out numbers like that, Rashad. 20 billion.
Billy.
She comes back and says, uh, no, give me my stuff. We'll do 15. My man says, okay, 25. And then she's like, okay, 20. And he was like, cool, we can agree on that 20. Yeah, you won't get your stuff because we're still in quarantine or whatever. And she's like, what do you, okay, cool, whatever. This and that. He's like, yeah. She's like, look, just give me my stuff now. He was like, no, it's a mandated what do you say, 6 weeks?
6 week waiting period.
6 week waiting period. She looks at him, what I'm saying? She says, 50 billion, I get my stuff right now. Do you know how crazy this is? $50 billion, Rashad. 50 billion, and I get my stuff back right now. And he just looks at him and looks at her and says, too great of a risk. Thanks though. And just walks out the meeting. She was fuming, like fuming hot at this little bastard because he was just like, it's not about the money. I got money. You know what I'm saying? I got money. Like, no, it's about the safety. He said, what about the 5 blocks of my, you know, so, and Boy Cavalier, it ain't like he's going to pay the people that died in this at all. This money is going to stay with his happy tail. And yeah.
And this is all under the backdrop of Utani knows exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that, well, she knows that somebody basically was was sabotage the ship and the whole nine because, Morrow knows.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that the aliens themselves is like the bargaining chip that she doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And even she says like, "Now we wasn't gonna bring him on Earth. We was gonna have him like on an off-site planet to do our research," which is a lie.
Yeah.
But either way, he knows. He even though he doesn't know that she knows what he did, boy does know the law.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Man, there's already been a precedent for this. Last time this happened, it was a 6 week grace period. So I gotta follow the rules, right?" So again, he thought this out at least a good 4 steps ahead of Utani.
You know what he said? He says, no, I know a little bit. Enough that you want to legally search my.
Oh my God. That's yeah.
No, I know a little bit. Enough to know that you want to legally search my.
Shout out Jay-Z. No, man, but he really did because he was fully prepared for everything. Even how and this is just a dynamic when it comes to having men who won't respect women. Mm-hmm. Even how he positioned the conversation when he, put his feet off the table and really started talking to crazy. He was like, all right, I don't have time for this. He said, hey man, he's literally telling them that he's in the future. Like he's not talking to someone right now. Yeah. Hey, I'm in the future and the future moves fast. This right here, this bureaucracy, hella slow for me. We need to pick up pace.
Because started slow crawling across the table. Like he's a seductive R&B video or something, bro.
Yeah. Like he was a lady on top of a piano at a jazz bar.
Yeah, right.
Smoking cigarettes. So the fact that he did this and then the arbitrator was like looking at him like, oh, that nigga crazy, yo.
Yeah. Arbitrator was like, that boy good.
Yeah. He gonna go back home and say, hey, guess who I met today? The boy genius. And my God, he's a genius. Had Utani on the ropes. Yeah. So even like that whole thing, the arbitrator does not respect the sanctity of the arbitration. Mm-hmm. And then the fact that he allowed it and didn't check him is
Mm-hmm.
crazy because Morrow was over there ready to pull out the hand knife. You
Yeah, he really was.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's gonna,
I don't know how far he would have got with Kit, you know what I'm saying?
I
With the
don't know. Wait, that man's name was Kirsch. Yo. You have not got
what
that man's name
what are they
right the
is
entire
what are they
time.
calling him? Kish?
Yeah,
Kirsch?
Kit
It's
or Kish. His name was Kirsch.
Kirsch, man.
Yeah, yeah, nah, it's all good.
It's some type of
Timothy
KIR.
Oliphant. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's some type of KIR variant, Kirsch. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know how far he would have got with Kirsch there or whatever.
Yo, let's stay right there.
Hmm.
Kirsch and Morrow conversation when they had a little penis swinging contest
Uh-huh.
was so good
Yeah.
because he called he called that man an old toy. Because Kirsch was like, "Oh man, look at you. Not really a human, not really a
Yeah.
machine.
Continue.
Like, what are you?" He said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're old. You're old." He said, you see, he was like, "Oh, what do you mean I'm old?" Because he's like, again, logical thinker. What do you mean
Uh-huh.
I'm old? He said, "Hey, man, I got them new toys there."
Yeah.
He said, I said, you the old toy, you the old toy, dog. You must be
He,
obsolete.
he said, dude, you a two-way pager. We iPhone 18 over here, baby. You
Yes,
know what I'm
yes, yes.
saying?
You are a Motorola StarTAC. You know what I'm saying?
Rashad. Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
Nokia 3000, man. Get out of here.
Right. Then he
Sure.
said something about. Then he told him he was like, and then Morrow was telling him like, "Yeah, I know what you're doing, putting kids in these bodies." He was like, "Put me." He said, "Shoot, put me in one of those bodies." See, you know what I'm saying? See, let's see where we go from here. He was just like, Kirsch was that. Let's just be straight about Kirsch.
Go ahead.
He is a mother.
Kirsch.
Kirsch.
It's chaos.
Yeah, yeah. I need to understand when the the people of the alien universe are going to find out. Stop making these synths,
Nah.
because these synthetics are not care.
Every time.
They do not care about humanity. Their logic. Their thing is about logic, and they are basically what the machine empire was in the Matrix. Which was like humans
Okay.
are a plague. Y'all are a virus.
Tony, I get it.
Yeah.
Kirsch. Like I said last episode, I said, yo, Kirsch he wants to see it all burn down.
Mm-hmm.
But Kirsch has been, oh, and this is just when you have good writing going on
Mm-hmm.
because Kirsch has been laying and planting seeds the entire time because
Mm-hmm.
it comes back around at the end of the episode how Kirsch has influenced. Okay, let's just look at Kirsch when it comes to the Lost Boys and him being the most wayward father figure ever.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go on the line.
Mm-hmm.
One, RIP to
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 Toodles, Toodaloo to Toodles because he told him, he said, "Hey, I need you to go in the lab, feed the specimens, do the scientific methods on a scientific suggestion, yada yada yada." Toodles not wanting no help, trying to be like, teacher's pet, goes in there, feeds no, eye to
normal.
sheep, you know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Eye sheep, and then goes to feed. He doesn't even know what's in his other thing. He
Mm-hmm.
does not recognize
The
because he's
flock.
looking up like, the heck is in here? He just sees a big nest.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts the food in, rips the door of the little like, two-way thing. And so he tries to
I,
go in there and gets locked in the door
don't
because the
forget,
eye
she
sheep
set him up.
scared at bastard.
Yeah.
And like, oh yeah, shout out to Threads and Instagram, not really Instagram, y'all sucking right now, and
Uh-huh.
TikTok because everybody said that the Oculopus is not an ally. And
Yeah, I
y'all,
saw a
hey
video with
man,
it. Hey,
you guys are right.
you got us. Hey, you got us.
Hey, y'all, hey, we can admit we was wrong.
Yeah, we was
Hella
wrong.
wrong on this
Yeah, hella
one.
wrong. I'm just saying the signs show
Yeah,
that
yeah. Hey, so
he
hey,
was trying to help. He was trying to help a nigga out, but come to
nah,
find out,
he was not trying to help Toodles out. Yo,
he
startled Toodles, door closes. He recognizes that the door closes, it locks
uh
behind it.
huh,
So Fly comes out. He's looking like, the heck is that? Fly gets on him. He's like, oh, nice, nice,
nice
nice
fly,
Fly. Spits acid at him.
yeah,
Spit like Dylon, spit hot fire.
fire,
And then he literally is melting on the ground. I was
yeah,
like, oh man. So that's Toodles. Okay.
yeah,
Next you got what's Wendy, right?
yeah, uh-huh,
And Wendy from like the second episode,
uh-huh,
when they was trying to figure out like, are you human or not? And he was like, man, why are we lying to these kids? These niggas ain't human no more.
right, yeah,
These,
yes, yeah,
these are machines. You know what I'm
these,
saying?
uh-huh,
Like, and then the mom figure was like, oh, but they still have emotions
oh
and feelings.
shit,
He said, no, 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 no. They can do what they want to do, and they strong.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
we need to be rearing them that way. And as
uh-huh,
you can see, that push and pull got her husband, you know what I'm saying, caught up. We'll get to that in a second.
yeah,
But now she's talking to whatever the therapist name is. I can't remember her
uh-huh,
name.
I can't think her
And
name.
she's like, "Oh, so what did you do?" Talking about Tibbs, what's it called? Nibs. Talking about
Nibs,
Nibs.
nibs,
Yeah, we'll get
yeah,
to Nibs in a second. Because the
uh-huh,
whole thing with Nibs is Nibs was going crazy last episode, and they said, "Look, revert her back to."
yeah, the dude, the old cat. So let's just knock that out real
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
so we
yeah,
get
yeah,
to it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we saw last episode, Nibs told the psychologist lady who's the mother figure, hey, I'm pregnant. And she looked at her and said, what? And like, all right, cool. So remember she told her to go back to the room. And
Mhm.
she called the people and said, hey, lock that hoe up. Don't let her out or whatever. So they have her sedated in power
Dame.
charging mode.
Yeah, Dame.
Dame has her in power charging mode. And Enos is the guy that's
Ines. Yeah,
Ines,
Adam
whatever.
Ines. Yeah.
Yeah, he is like Boy Cavalier's like right hand man or whatever to him. And he's like, so what's up with her? Can you fix her? And she's like, yeah, but therapy, blah blah blah. He said, yo, Ines was like, man, we ain't got time for that. He was like, he says, how about this? Let's just reset her to before the ship crashed into the tower. And Ein's husband, Arthur, he's always showed an affinity to these synth kids. He was like, hey
hmm
man, no, we can't do that. And then she's agreeing at first. Dame is agreeing at first, saying, hey, we don't this wasn't part of the saying the mission, this wasn't part of the program. We're trying to see how she react. He's like, hey, she damaged goods. This heifer thinks she pregnant. Reset her. And then like and
Yeah.
she was like, well, she went through a traumatic event, and we saw that when the Oculus tried to, say attacked her and whatever, and she was like, it could do more damage and or whatever. And so Arthur was like, man, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. He eyes looked at him and said, so you not doing it? Yeah. And then he looked at
Look,
he
the
said, hey,
Dame.
Dame, and said, what you think? This is that. And she was like, yeah, you might be right. It might need to be done. He's like, can you do it? Yeah. She's all right, cool. You do that, you fired. You got until the end of the until the end of the day to get off the island. If you don't get off the island by the end of the day, you are trespassing and you will be shot. And he looks at his wife like,
Hey,
"Hey, yo, like
we not a team no more,
we're not a team." I do,
bro.
bro. She kind of was like,
I wasn't ready for
"I won't
that.
ready, yeah, won't ready for that." And
Mm-mm.
so they end up doing the reset on Nibs. Nibs is back in her domicile, and Wendy is just being weird, just staring at her. And she's like, "Hey, you've been resting a long time. What's up?" And she's just saying like, "Yo, what's up with you being pregnant and stuff?" And Nibs is like, "Girl, what you talking about? Girl, ain't nobody pregnant. What you talking about?" And she was like, "Yeah, whatever." And she was like, and then And Wendy's like, yeah, girl, you said you was. She was like, what are you talking about? She was like, yeah, right after the ship crashed. She was like, girl, what are you talking? She's like, well, what
We
do you
went
remember?
we went on a
We
whole
went,
adventure
we were on
and
the
we went,
adventure. We was doing the
yeah.
hike and everything. That's like, and she was like, no, girl, that was like days ago. What? She was like, huh? What you talking?
I
She was
don't know what
like,
you're talking about, yo.
I don't know. She said, no, that was just like yesterday. What are you talking about? And so, and so, it's like she's like just keep talking about this, and Nibs is looking like, what are you talking, like, what are you talking about? And then Nibs started questioning
It's
herself,
like,
was like,
is something wrong? Is something wrong
something
with me?
something wrong with me. And like, and then you get like a monologue with Boy Cavalier, one of his, when he's reading from Peter Pan over the thing.
Oh
It is so
my
creepy.
God.
It is so creepy. It is like, oh, Wendy looks, I'm saying, Wendy from Peter Pan looks in the mirror and realizes, and you see Nibs look in the mirror like, what are they talking about or what that? And so that's when you see Wendy go talk to Dame about, hey man, what you do to her? Type thing. And Dame is catching it from all these Synths. She first recorded from Nibs when she tried to have a psycho meeting with Nibs, and Nibs was like, yes, I am pregnant. She was like, all right, bitch, like, yeah, you pregnant, chill. And then you see Wendy. She's talking to Wendy, and Wendy's like, she's like, look, Wendy. She said, my name is Marcy. I said, hold on. I said, hold on, Marcy.
It's a cough up a lung where I'm from.
From
Marcy's
Marcy,
son ain't
son.
nothing nice.
But here's the crazy part, Marcy. You gave yourself that name. Like, what, what I'm saying? But so
Yeah.
with that, because Marcy's going through some stuff too in this. Marcy is feeling like she's a mother figure right now to that xenomorph, because she's starting to communicate with the xenomorph, and the xenomorph
Hmm.
is like communicating back. I wish they had some subtitles to say what it was, but hey, they're not doing that or what that.
Yeah,
But
it's like R2D2.
yeah, R2D2, and and the thing is, her brother realizes, hey, this ain't. I don't know about this, because say his name for me, Rashad, before I mess it up.
Kirsch.
Kirsch, thank you. Kirsch, like, you see Kirsch and Joe is are looking at her, watching her as she is in another room talking through the alien, through the glass or whatever, communicating. And Kirsch is like, and Joe's like, Kirsch, is it safe for her? And he looks like, Kirsch is on this whole thing of, I'm tired of y'all niggas asking, are they safe? They are no longer human. That's his problem right
Yeah,
there. He was
these ain't even people. What you mean
he said
safe?
he
We can
like he was
rebuild them. What are
right
you talking about?
right, and then he was like, oh, that glass is triple paint and whatever, ain't nothing gonna happen.
He's like, no,
It's
no, 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 no. I'm talking about like, like her mind. You know what I'm saying?
man, and he was like, what is that word? Kirsch is so befuddled on why y'all, because I think in his mind, he like, why y'all ain't treat me like I'm a human then or whatever. But I don't think Kirsch really, but Kirsch
No,
is like,
he said, man, because he's looking, okay. So here's the thing.
mm-hmm,
Kirsch is looking at everybody like, I'm better than y'all. And he's
mm-hmm,
trying to tell the Lost Boys that we better than them too. But
mm-hmm,
y'all still want to hold on to this humanity when y'all not
mm-hmm,
really human. Because
mm-hmm,
think about it like this. Because the whole time, because hence goes to the conversation she has with Dame about how she's having this identity crisis and how, am I really human or not? Because, Kirsch already told us that we not.
mm-hmm,
And if y'all gonna be doing stuff like this, then I don't want to be a human. So then
mm-hmm,
using her, hitting this with the factory reset and was like, nah, like if y'all gonna be doing that, then
I
that's
don't want
not
it.
because she tried because like they even try to hit her with the a, she was sick. We just kind of like, trying to get her back to health. So we gotta,
Yeah.
we gotta reel her back.
Mm-hmm.
And what's called, well, Wendy was not listening to none of that.
Wendy was like, mm-mm, like that one bit. Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm. I don't like that one bit.
had to drop a dime on
I
that.
love drop a dime on that. Whatever. Hey yo, we are giving y'all some black references today on this show, whatever. Oh man.
Oh man.
Also to the conversation, back to the conversation Kirsch and Morrow had, and you see, like, it's always like you said, a penis swinging contest where Morrow was like, you know what I like best about killing synths? they don't feel no pain. So I love to tear them limb from limb. It's just fun for me. And then Kirsch comes back with, I think their pain is your pleasure. Like something, something to that effect. Like, which, like, that makes you weak. Going back to, what are you? You know,
You
you,
just a human. Like if I
you
if you can't get nothing back.
right.
They
But
they gotta put it in you. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
and that's kind of, to be honest, as this
Uh-huh.
starts to fully develop, it's always the synthetics. Like even when we see Boy and the crew going back home,
Mm-hmm.
and you see Kirsch looking on his iPad, looking at
Everything
looking at
that we
Shmi,
see.
right? Is it
Uh-huh.
Shmi? Looking at
Yeah.
Shmi,
Uh-huh.
and how everything,
No, slightly. That's
slightly, my
slightly.
bad, slightly,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
looking at slightly, and how he's trying to how he's allowing Morrow to influence him. And
Mm-hmm.
even because he was trying, because at the beginning of the joint, he was trying to lure Wendy's brother there, but he was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, you acting really odd, yo. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm good right now.
How
I'm
come
good."
you get to see your family? We
Oh
got
wow,
family too.
that
We
is
got
crazy.
family too. How come you
Yeah,
get to see your family or
yeah, yeah,
whatever?
yeah. And
He
he was
was
looking at
like,
him like,
he's
"Hey,
like, hey man,
man."
it's all right. We're gonna work on that. You know what I'm saying?
He
It's
said, and then Morrow said, "Look, man, I need a body."
I love too how this episode played out kind of like a horror thing
It
for
was.
slightly, because in the previous episodes when they were having a conversation, you saw back and forth when Morrow was talking and slightly. This time it was just all in his head.
All in his head.
Morrow was just at any time could just get some, tell him, get him in there right there. He was like, do you want to say goodbye to your mother one last? No, 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 no. What I say last episode, this last week's episode was how to be a child predator, yo, for real, and
Hey,
how to terrorize.
man.
And it is still continuing right now. And I feel bad. I really feel bad for Slightly, because yes, they are still the minds of children in these bodies, and we see it. Your boy, what's Kirsch, don't care. He's just like, he don't care. He doesn't even, what I'm saying? He's not even being mindful of that, because he has no emotions. He's a full blown, what I'm saying, synthetic program. And he's sitting back and he's watching everything unfold. He has known all of this all along. And he's just on his iPad watching, what I'm saying, slightly trying to set people up to get a face hugger on him. And then finally, saying at the end of the episode, what do we see? We see Arthur is like, oh, before that even happens, Arthur is packing up. And Joe packing up. He just got packed up. And Joe basically goes to see him because Joe has been talking to his crew and was like, hey man, his old former co-workers is like, is there a way off this place or whatever? And he's trying to map out a way to
Yeah.
get off.
Yeah.
So he goes to talk to Arthur and was like, yo, is she safe here? And Arthur slickly is like, hey man, she is safe as she can be anywhere. She's fine. Look, this is the vitals for her right here. Here's some more vitals. And he shows her the program that will deactivate her tracking device. And then like they just look at each other and the question is, do you want to deactivate the tracking device um on Wendy, aka Marcy? And he looks at Joe, and Joe goes, okay, okay. And he says, yeah, see? And he hits yes to turn it off. It says, that's all I can do for you for real.
Yeah.
I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. And he's kind of like a thank you, because he knew that Marcy could be tracked. And he needed to find a way so she couldn't, what I'm saying, so she couldn't be tracked when he tried to escape with her. Lo and behold, Kirsch is watching this the whole time, Rashad. And then what did they do? They come back and override. They overrode. He went back and overrode it. And he's like, what the? Oh. And the next thing you know, he sees that Toodles is offline. And he's like, yo, why is he offline? Where is that? Oh, the lab. Let me go see what's going on. And that's when he goes and he runs into Slightly, and Slightly sees him going in the lab and like,
Yes. I didn't have to
I
do
did.
anything.
I ain't gotta even do nothing. They go in there and they see that Toodles is effed up, dead basically, and Slightly goes over, opens up the holding pod that has the face hugger eggs in it. Facehugger egg senses a human in there because remember, Slightly can go in there. He's a synth. He's a
Hmm.
hybrid synth, so it doesn't, see it. That man Slightly opens that thing up and then go dips out real quick, Rashad, locks the door. Arthur sees what's going on, is like, hey, yo, Slightly, I can't open up from over this side. Can you do it? And Slightly's like, nope, can't do that for you. And next thing you know, the face hugger, you know what I'm saying? They're going get, gets face hugger gives Arthur that Gok 3000 and hugs him to his face and slightly sees what's is slightly like it freaks out kind of seeing what happened and he takes he takes the trying to hide him and takes him and throws him in the vent. He gets in the vent with him because one of those fly things that stay him out whatever. And who's watching the whole time? Kirsch. And what do you see? Rashad, Boy Cavalier, like, hey, we've got $20 billion. We good. I can still do research on this stuff. Ain't nothing. He turns around and he sees Kirsch's face and he's like, everything good? He was like, A-okay, guy.
You're damn right.
You damn the America. You're damn right, buddy. End of the
Yeah.
episode.
Hey man, real quick. Like I think one of the most profound scenes to me
Uh-huh.
was when I think her name is DM Camille, like the black soldier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
And they're on patrol. He's like, look, man, we just here on patrol.
Mm-hmm.
They got other security, and we're just, we're just, basically we're just bodies. There's something that could be going on. We just here doing security and making sure that the perimeter is secure. And as you said, Winnie's brother was talking about, hey man, like asking these questions about boats and stuff. He said, look, whatever you planning, cut it out. Don't mess it
Yeah.
up for us. We got a good thing
Mm-hmm.
going here
Yeah.
and everything. And then he says, the monsters are here. She looks at him and says, maybe, but if I'm here, at least I know. Know what? Where they are. And I was like,
That's true.
yo. Oh man, that was such just a small interaction that she had with because they not getting a whole like the services people, they not getting a lot of the screen time. But
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that she said that resonated with me because even though you may be somewhere you don't want to be, but at least you know where the threat is.
Yeah.
And whew, I was like, damn, man. That was
That was a
yeah,
bar, yo, for
it
real.
really was.
Because if she's not there and let's just say all hell breaks loose on Neverland Island or whatever, you out there in the world, you don't know.
I mean, because based on the trailers, we already know we're gonna see a xenomorph in the water over there somewhere.
Yeah.
So that one
Yeah.
eventually gets out.
Yeah.
So
So what we know right now is eventually there will be two xenomorphs, possibly one roaming around free, and the one that's in captivity. That old girl, Wendy can talk to. I ain't gonna say control, but can talk to. Because even when she talked to her brother, and she was saying like, he was like, "Yo, how's it coming with it?" And she was like, it's certain, what I'm saying, pronunciations and things with the gurgle sound and everything like that. With the gurgle
all right, so
sounds or sounds or whatever. She says, she just got to make sure she do it the right way to communicate with them or whatnot. Like I'm really surprised we haven't seen where they be like, hey, what is it that they're saying to you and what are you saying back? You know what I'm saying? Saying back.
there's a lot of things that have definitely been unsaid.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going back to Kirsch. The
Missed.
call is coming from inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, and the fact that boy is just so, he's
Cavalier.
about his musings and what he wants to do. And then even his right hand man, Ines, is just like the enforcer.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's really paying any attention to Kirsch because they think Kirsch is just
Company robot,
this
Joe.
company, just this automaton that just does the biddings for them. When in reality, it's like going back to the first episode, but he's I'm doing this so I can have somebody who I can talk to and have a conversation with. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that he doesn't see Kirsch as that when Kirsch is really a couple steps ahead of boy,
Mm-hmm.
that's where that those things don't really meet in the middle because what they don't okay. I think here's the thing that they get wrong with the sense every time.
What's that?
They disrespect them.
Very much so.
And the simps don't take no disrespect.
No. And you
Ever.
and with all due respect, I can understand why they don't, because they're like, yo, we are better than you.
Tony, not even that. Like they are sentient. They're sentient.
Yeah.
Like they can think, they can reason, they can converse. Even though boy is on some like, oh man, it's just, it's just informational, it's knowledge based.
Mm-hmm.
But they still can go back and forth. Like think about it, like who's guiding the Lost Boys? It's Kirsch.
Mm-hmm.
You got the robot that y'all
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
helping
he's
the other.
deemed Big Brother Almighty.
He
yo,
really is. He
for real.
really is. And
He
and
deemed
and
big.
and and they're not the humans are not understanding the like the group dynamics of
Mm-mm.
this. And they're also not understand well boy in and of himself doesn't understand just how ahead the plan is for Kirsch to just
Yeah.
like all this the fact that Kirsch is doing this because his feelings is hurt is
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
I mean that's really it because I
Yeah.
feel disrespected. You're not listening to me. Oh, I need to prove to you just how much smarter I am than you think I am.
He they acting like Kirsch is C3PO. Human
Yeah.
cybernetics. I'm here to serve. That's it. And
Yeah.
help out any way I possibly can. Kirsch is like AI. He is, and not Allen Iverson, y'all. He is computing, processing, and they create, and going all the way back to Big Daddy Waylon. He created, what I'm saying, when he created the first set of synths to be like, hey, I want y'all to be better. I want to see how y'all process, how you learn things, what what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And Boy Cavalier has his set of synths that he's probably took from, what I'm saying, basically from what Waylon did and advanced it even further, what I'm saying, with what he's doing now. And and then too, even go back to the first episode, remember when they was talking about how great this is going to be, and Kirsch was just looking disgusted, like
I'm right
I'm right
here.
here, like
Right
I'm right
here.
here,
Like,
I'm right
right here.
here. I don't no. What are you doing? No, I'm the best you got is right
What you
here.
mean the best? I'm the best, baby.
I'm the
I'm right
best.
here.
And then he looked at it as a weakness. He was looking at it as a weakness too. You're putting a human child's mind into
A
a,
grown-up body.
a grown-up body. They aren't going to be, he already knew they weren't going to be able to process this and everything. And that's why from the beginning he kept saying, hey, stop treating them like they're still human. They are no longer human, they are machines. This show was so damn good. We got what, 2 episodes left. Next week is the penultimate episode, which means something crazy is about to daggone happen.
Man, bro, this right here, man, has been this has been a great year for TV.
Yes, it has. You know,
Like there's like all the things that we reviewed have been very. It's gonna be so hard doing a year in review this year.
I was thinking about that earlier.
My God, and
Like,
we're not even
like
done.
we're not even done. I was thinking about that earlier. Rashad was
It's gonna
like,
be so difficult.
it's gonna be so because I have a top two right now. I have a top two shows right now for me, and this right here is look like it's going to be a top three. You know, a top being my top three as of right,
Yeah,
and I'm going to
very
have to
easily.
and I'm going to have to really sit back and think about, you know what I'm saying, how I'm going to decide, you know what I'm saying, which show I like. And like I said, we not even done. Ain't no telling what else is about to drop or what else might just blow our socks off and stuff like that. Because don't forget, Rashad, we have stuff that was still going on in December. We put it over into this
I
because the
know.
finale the finale wasn't, you know
I
what I'm saying,
know.
until the beginning of the year, so shows probably like Wonder Man that come out in December with it
Yeah,
is going to
we'll
probably
gotta
have to
do for
go into
next
the
year.
next year and stuff like that, man. So this has really been an excellent year for shows, and I mean, TV is back, man. Thank God that writer strike is over
Whew.
because we were getting
As
some
actor
stuff.
strike was, man, it was
Yeah,
rough.
yeah.
It
So
was
yeah, man.
rough. We bounced back much better than than like the '08 strike
Yeah,
that killed heroes. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for staying along for the duration, man. We appreciate you. Make sure that you check us out on all the things on the site theuponfurtherreview.com. I'm sorry, been hella busy. I am basically done with the scripts. Now I got to do the editing, and that's gonna take
for
that's
Interstellar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Finish the script. Now I got to
yeah,
do the actual editing. And because usually when I do stuff like that, like I just talk freely, but it's too much. So I had to write a script. And I had to have like footnotes and place to cut things and add it here and put there. It's a lot. Like doing a video essay is a lot harder than you think. I've done two of them already, and I already know it's gonna be a lot of work. Anyway,
yeah,
that's gonna be hopefully next month or so. TikTok, IG, Facebook, especially YouTube. We almost at 2100. Let's get to 3K
yeah.
quick. You know what I'm saying?
Quick. Yeah,
If you listen and you there, just go ahead and
yeah.
take it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, hit subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. It's just a very free thing. And all this content you get is hella free. So
Yeah.
just go ahead and support us that way. We will love it. It gets us up in the algorithm and lets people know that, hey, man, like we like what they do. And that definitely helps us so we can keep on grinding for the people. Yeah, anything else?
No, man, that's really it. Next time you'll see us, we'll do Peacemaker. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
3 and 4, I think. Four and
Yeah,
five.
three
I
and
don't
four. Yeah.
know. Yeah,
So I
I
think
was
four
like,
and
ah,
five.
yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't
last
doing
week.
it. Yeah, we was
Yeah,
busy,
last
man.
week was we was busy. You know what I'm saying?
Super busy.
Doing some stuff or whatever. No, y'all, guess what? I saw Rashad last. We were in person together
Yeah, yeah,
last
yeah.
last week. Or whatever. Shout out to our alma mater, Norfolk State University. Getting that first win under the Michael Vick era in football. Go Spartans. Uh, Otto Cummins. That's all I'm gonna say. It's quarterback. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna do Peacemaker. And then next week, penultimate episode of this show,
Yo, okay,
along with
yo.
Peacemaker.
Long appreciate it.
Also,
Also, him
him comes out.
this weekend, Demon Slayer movie for
Yeah,
Infinity Castle comes out as well.
yeah. So
And I'll be watching that. I may put up a review or not. I'm not sure,
yeah,
but I'm
I have
definitely
to
gonna
I
see
have
it.
to see if I can find a place here
It's all good. You
that's
caught up?
showing it. I got one more arc to see.
Okay, so you on the
I'm finishing up the
Swordsmith Village?
yeah,
Yeah.
Swartsmith Village, and
Yeah.
then it's
Anybody be
one
on
more.
the Hashira training arc?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and
So
that's
yeah,
like
man.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it, man. We appreciate y'all. We will see you guys on the next one. In case something pop up, we'll let you know. But other than that,
Peace.